Do you suffer with chronic pain but want to continue hiking? In this video, I'll give you 5 tips on how to stay on the trail and manage your chronic pain. Here we go. I'm Kat from Wilderness Wanderers. Welcome to our home. As you can see, I'm surrounded by the things I love: hiking and coffee. Today I'm going to talk to you about chronic pain. I suffer with arthritis in both of my hips. Let's face it, most of us my age or above suffer with some form of pain. Today I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how I managed to still summit peaks of 11,000 feet and sleep on the floor in the wilderness for a couple of nights. So let's dive right in. Number 1, the monkey walk. When Kevin first suggested this to me, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard. But honestly, it has changed my hiking experience for the better. So, how do you walk like a monkey? Widen your stance. So instead of walking in your normal gait, hip width apart is what normally people walk at, you want to widen your stance, especially when you're going up very steep inclines or you're going up boulders where your knee goes higher than your hip. When your knee goes higher than your hip in hiking, you're putting an extra amount of stress on your knees and your hips. So, by widening your stance, you make that incline a little less. I'm pretty certain this is not an official technical hiking term. The monkey walk, as Kevin calls it, can also be used going downhill. Don't use it all the time. You don't need to be walking like a monkey the whole time going wide stance. But for the occasions where you kind of want to be more gentle on your hips, especially like I say, in those bouldering situations. Number 2, another odd term that we have phrased. Actually, I didn't phrase it. I was with a physical therapist for a while trying to manage this chronic pain. And what he taught me was heaven up, hell down. Although I suffer with arthritis in both of my hips, rarely do both of them hurt at the same time, which I suppose is a good thing. So when one of them is beginning to give me pain, that is my hell. When the other one isn't, it's my heaven. Heaven up. So the leg that is healthy, is not causing you pain, choose that leg to take the larger strides, the larger increases in elevation. You're going up a large boulder. Using the monkey walk, heaven up, is going to help you to baby the one that actually hurts. I'm motioning to my left side because my left hip is the one that generally gives me more trouble. Again, same thing. When you're going downhill, heaven up, hell down. And when you're taking those very large steps down, such as a large boulder, hell down. So you want to take your bad leg and use that to be the first step down. So, including the monkey walk, heaven up, hell down. These 2 items have really helped me whilst I'm on the trail. What do I do to prepare to be on the trail? This takes us to number 3, yoga. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a different chronic pain. I spent over a year being able to pretty much do nothing. I had to give up work. We certainly weren't hiking at that point. How did I get from that to being able to go on hikes and enjoy myself? I was suggested yoga right at the very beginning of this diagnosis. Took me about a year to take this full holistic approach. I wasn't very encouraged at first. I've got to be honest, I was terrible at yoga. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. I was terrible at yoga. I use a YouTube channel. It's called Yoga with Adriene. For me, she has been amazingly fantastic. I also subscribe to her actual channel that she has on Roku or your smart TV. You can use anybody. Also, you don't need to do yoga. I think the basic message I'm giving here is strengthen other parts of your body. People think when you go hiking, oh, you're just using your legs. This is just not the case. You actually use your core, you use your arms because we have our trekking poles, and you're using your back, especially if you're carrying a pack because you're going backpacking. You need to strengthen everything else that doesn't hurt. So for me, that's yoga. For you, that may be weight training or any other form of exercise. Moving on to number 4. I want to talk to you about supports and braces. I know I have hip problems, but I find, for me personally, that using a knee support. Now, I use one of these. These are my old ones. I can't find my black ones, but I use these. They are good supports. I have them on both legs. They cover from below my knee to above my knee. I know there are other ones out there that are much smaller. They're like just like a small band. I tried them. They didn't work for me. I have found that wearing knee braces whilst I'm hiking, both up and down, has dramatically improved the support for my hips. It is advisable not to wear them at night, but I do wear them all the time I'm hiking. Even if we just go on a day hike, I have my supports on. It helps me with my hips. So that's another thing to consider. Knee braces, good for supporting hips. And of course, if you have bad knees, good for supporting bad knees too. Number 5. The final thing I want to talk about is knowing your limits. And I know this seems obvious. Everybody's probably looking at their TV or their screen now going, oh, I know my limits. It's really important to set yourself a goal. If you are a hiker that has been hiking for years and you've suddenly come down with chronic pain, you're not going to be able to go as far as you have always gone and manage this chronic pain. You have to work back up to your maximum amount of miles that you're used to hiking. If you are a beginner, you suffer with chronic pain, set yourself small goals. When Kevin and I first started out, we could barely walk around the block. We were not hikers. We had hiked many years ago in the past, so we started from scratch. We went on our local trails in our neighborhood. We walked around our block. We found the easiest trails on all trails. There's a link for that in the description below. So we started out very, very slowly and very, very gently. As we got better, we set ourselves goals. Our goal right now is to hike in 15 miles a day, to be able to go further, stay overnight further, maybe do some nights on the Pacific Crest Trail. This is my dream. I really want to do this. Right now, we can do about 9, possibly 10, 9 going uphill, 10 coming down. But knowing your limits means that you don't then injure yourself more and make it impossible for you to get back on the trails. And then finally, I know I said 5, but I wanted to give you an extra tip, and this is really just what I do on the trail. I want to talk about pain medication. When you're on the trail and you're hiking, it's not if I'm going to be in pain, it is always when am I going to be in pain. So with that in mind, I always preempt my pain and take my pain medications the minute I start hiking. So therefore, I am already ready for the pain. I try to get ahead of it. I stay and take my prescribed meds, even if I'm not too much in pain, especially if I'm out on a 3-day hike. That's not to say that by the end of the night, I'm not in pain. I am, but it is a little easier for me to be ahead of it. Also, when I am on a 3-day hike, always remember to take your medication with you. So then at night, when I get to camp and we've set up, I can take my other regime of pills, which generally put me to sleep, which is good. Talking about sleeping, sleeping is always tough on the trail, whether you suffer from chronic pain or not. It is just hard. What I have found is I'm prepared to carry an extra pound, to carry an extra pad, and also try to be very gentle with yourself. Don't get up, eat, and then rush out onto the trail. It is going to take a little bit more effort when you have pain. I hope this video and these tips have given you some insight into how I manage my chronic pain and still continue hiking. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do so. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Kat from Wilderness Wanderers, and we'll see you on the trails.